the Australian people face a choice. Big choices on the economy, big choices on social policy, big choices on environmental policy, big choices on jobs. And I cannot understand why Mr Abbott does not seem to have the ticker to want to come forward and participate in national debate. So, in consultation with the National Press Club, we have set aside next Thursday for a debate at the National Press Club, and between now and next Thursday I'll be hounding Mr Abbott uphill and down dale to make sure he gets there. If he doesn't want to come, he should bring Mr Howard as an assistant. He was with Mr Howard the other day. I'm fine, he can bring whoever he likes. And as I said, the topic is debt and deficit. Have one after that, we can have it on immigration policy. One after that, we can have on carbon pricing. I'm happy to debate him on the terms which he's set forward as so important for this election. So, Mr Abbott, could I just say this? You know, it's time to fess up to the Australian people about what you really stand for and what your real policies are for the future, or are they all just sound bites and slogans?
I am only too happy to debate Mr Rudd, and if he wants to recall the Parliament, I'll be in Canberra next week to debate him every day in the Parliament. If he wants to actually begin the election campaign, obviously I'll be only too happy to participate in an election debate. My challenge for Mr Rudd is to turn up to the National Press Club next Thursday and give a considered speech about all the policy changes that he's going to make, how the government under him will be different and better than the government under Julia Gillard, because so far it's been all talk and no change.
So just to be clear, you're rejecting his offer unless he calls an election?
Well, the fact is, he's now the Prime Minister. Is he governing or is he campaigning? Is he making change or is he just engaging in silly stunts? And this thing next Thursday is just a silly stunt unless he's prepared to stand up and explain to the Australian people exactly what his policy agenda is.
I think most voters would say that Tony Abbott ought to do that. I mean, he's been very vocal for a long time now. Rudd said last night in his broadcast interview that he's only been in the job a week this time around. Tony Abbott's been campaigning on debt and deficit, on border protection, against the carbon tax and the mining tax. He's been campaigning on those things consistently for years. He should know his arguments. He should be prepared to have those arguments tested. And so we get this somewhat odd dynamic, and this really confirms the underdog status that Labor has at the moment, this odd dynamic where the incumbent Prime Minister, that they're the ones that usually resist debates. They sort of get dragged kicking and screaming into one or two debates in the election campaign, but usually don't want to elevate the opposition leader up onto the stage with them. But this is reversed. We now have a situation where the government leader, the Prime Minister, is taunting the opposition leader and saying, come on, let's step forward into the public spotlight and thrash these issues out. I think Rudd is very confident about his ability to outpoint Abbott in this, and Abbott needs to, I think, answer the question.